I was in high school when Columbine happened, in case there's any fans in the room. I don't know if you guys are big, it's fine. Being in high school at that time is not that unusual. A lot of people were. What is interesting is about a month later, Newsweek published a study that they had been doing, where they went to a ton of high schools across the country. And they determined that at that time, my high school, the most likely to be the next Columbine. Everyone started being a lot nicer to me. I made that second part up. They're still total dicks. They're lucky I didn't kill them, right? Oh, man. I don't know, you ever heard that fantasy about killing 24 dudes all named Chad? It is a good one, okay?
Personal milestone is like a significant life event. Like I said, like when you're 5 years old, you go to kindergarten, you start going to school. 16, you get a license, you start driving. 21, you can drink, and you come to a comedy show and get drunk. And the study I read said the most awkward personal milestone is a person's first kiss, which happens at average age 15. I disagree. I think it's the first pussy fart. I do. Oh my God, he said pussy fart on stage. Jim just went crazy with butt fucking Three Stooges, and I get pussy farts. But I was talking to a guy at work. I asked him, I said, Steve, could I try out some of my jokes from my set? And he said, yeah, Paul, you can. I'll tell you, I don't have much of a sense of humor. It takes a lot for me to laugh out loud. But I always think it's funny when I hear the words pussy farts. So I decided to do some pussy farts research. Sure, I've got experience with pussy farts with every woman I've been with, right? But the very first one, that was quite a surprise. Nobody told me to expect that. Not my dad, not my mom. Nobody told me that was coming. But, you know, after the first pussy fart, they're all funny and distracting. You just get on with the fucking, right? Oh my God, what about pussy farts? So for my research, I Googled pussy farts. And first thing comes up is Urban Dictionary, right? Yeah, Urban Dictionary, you get people's definitions and example sentences. Pornhub came up next. There's a lot of examples of Pornhub. They both were eye-opening experiences, but Pornhub was probably more ear-opening because they had the video I watched was a girl, she's laying on a table like that, and two guys, and the guy's fucking her, and she's on her back giving the guy a blowjob, and the guy fucking her, the pussy starts farting, and she starts laughing while she's blowing the guy, and the guy she's blowing starts laughing, and the guy that's fucking her starts laughing. Before you know it, the whole film crew's laughing, and it's just proof that pussy farts are funny. That's all I'm trying to say. So some definitions they had for pussy farts was the gas expelled from a pussy during sex. A nice one was the unwanted or surprisingly embarrassing noise that happens during an otherwise enjoyable act. And another one was the sound of air escaping the vagina while being pissed by a rock-hard penis, right? So some example sentences, this guy said, yeah, I banged these two broads and after that I heard a symphony of pussy farts. And another guy wrote that, yeah, I was enjoying a cigarette after banging Roz, and dang, her pussy farted loud as a howitzer and blew out my cigarette. So that's what happens. I learned a lot. There's 20 words related to pussy farts. There's vagina, pussy, cunt, snatch, twat, and there's also queef. I'm an older guy, I didn't know about queef. All you young people with your words nowadays, but queef, it's spelled many different ways. You got K-W-E-E-F, Q-U-E-E-F, Q-W-E-E-F, Q-U-I-F, Q-U-I-E-F, Q-U-E-I-F, and Q-U-E-A-F. And that's all I can remember. But queef is not always a noun. Sometimes it's a verb. Sometimes a sentence for that would be, rumor has it that Veronica can queef the entire alphabet. So, that's pretty funny stuff, Paul. There's other definitions for that too. I can't think of them right this second. Oh yeah, other definition for pussy fart is somebody so stupid beyond all levels of polite conversation. And the sentence went, what do you mean that guy wants to fly airplanes? That pussy fart can't tie his own shoes. So, and then I thought I needed a Donald Trump joke in my act, and the next definition was an annoying braggart / unmitigated idiot. So my sentence is Donald Trump is a pussy fart. Right? And then I was thinking more about pussy farts throughout history. And I thought Adam and Eve, you know, they had original sin. They also had the original pussy fart. You don't read about it in the Bible, of course. Helen Keller, she had pussy farts, but she couldn't hear them. She could feel the vibrations, you know. And you all know Marilyn Monroe, that famous scene where she's on the street, her white dress blowing up. 100% pussy farts doing that. Just a little fact about, I have a friend named Laquifa. She works at the liquor store division. She does. The division.
I like to tell y'all about my titties because I survived breast cancer. Thank you. Don't give me too much credit. I still drink, smoke a little weed, you know, eat terrible. I'm working on it though. I'm a work in progress, so no judgment. So, let me go to my notes because I'm a little rusty. Yeah, so I am a breast cancer survivor, and the funny thing about being a breast cancer survivor is that everyone responds different, especially for women. Black women, they're always really supportive. They offer a sister prayer, which is cool because I need prayer. Well, white girls, they always want to fill me up. They're always like, are you done? Can I feel? Which one's real? Which one's fake? And then my Latina girls, they're always like, ay Dios mío, mommy, you can die from that shit. I'm like, no shit, bitch, it's cancer. But, you know, I'm like, I'm newly single out here. Anybody single? Are you guys single out here? We're fucking pathetic. It's a lot of us. But I figured out that now I've dated all types of guys, but I haven't tried fat guys, so I'm gonna try fat guys. I mean like fat guys with titties. You know, I feel some type of way about my titties, so maybe he might feel some type of way about his fucking titties. You know? So, I'm out with my girlfriend, and this big guy walks in, handsome big guy, you know, his fair complexion, probably about 6'4", about 400 pounds. Big boy. So we're sitting down at the table, he comes over, we're talking back and forth, and he says to me, he's like, so what you doing later on? And when he leaned into me, I realized his breath smelled like shit on fire. So in my mind, I was like, oh, this fat motherfucker ain't getting my number. It's a wrap. You're done. So he leans in and he's like, so what's your number? And I was like, can't call me. He was like, oh, you got a man? I was like, no. He was like, oh, so you think you fine, right? You think you fine? You ain't even that fine with your big ass forehead. I was like, fuck you, fat boy, before I slap the other half of your sandwich on the floor. He was like, bitch, if you do that, I'm gonna smear your eyebrows clean off your face. I said, you do that, nigga, and I'm gonna kick you in your goddamn stomach with this 4-inch heel. We've been dating about 3 months now. It's really working out. I mean, ladies, don't underestimate big guys in the bedroom. He didn't get deep, but he tore my sides up. He tried to get kinky with me one night. He didn't even have to choke me though. He smothered the shit out of me. I passed out for a minute and came. This is wonderful. He said cute little shit to me, like we'd go out to eat. Then I'd be like, I need something to balance it. I need something sweet. And he'd be like, well, let me loosen my belt. Thinking to myself, big boy, you on the last hole on that belt, ain't you? You ain't loosened up shit. Your pants is about to fall off. Talking about loosening up something. I'm glad you like my fat boyfriend jokes. Yay. So, I was talking to this really cute guy the other day, and I was like getting nervous, so I was like running my fingers through my braids, and a braid came out. I tried to crumble it and shit and ball it up. It was fucking shaking and shit, drawing more attention to it. I was like, oh. Anybody that's had braids can probably relate to that shit. Anybody ever like got a real good dig on their booty, got a real good scratch and smelled their fingers? Yes, y'all have. I'm not lying. That was random, but I had to be sad. Now, is it just me? Oh. That was smooth as shit, wasn't it? question to you all. There's a lot of men and women in here. Have the roles reversed? Are women the men now, and are men just bitches? Yeah. Oh my God! I done been unfriended like by 3 dudes. And then I block them like checkmate, bitch. Your little unfriend didn't mean shit to me. I've got the power now. I'm Betty Wop up in this bitch. I will block you in a minute. My feelings get involved, but you know, I'm not as sensitive as guys. This one dude, oh, and I spared y'all tonight. I have a history of having like a shiny forehead. So I avoided the coconut oil on my forehead tonight. I had this heckler tell me, he was like trying to be funny and shit. He was sitting in the front row. He was like, oh my God, the glare is blinding me. I didn't know he was talking about my forehead. My shit was shiny as hell. I was like, why didn't somebody give me a napkin before I walked up on stage? Y'all are not my friends. That's to the comedians. Anyhow, so back to my fat boy jokes. You know, one time he like lubed up with the coconut oil. You all know what that is. Once you put it in your hand, it melts. So when I put it in his tummy, it melted. And I could literally like rub my body like, it was almost like a ride. Try that shit. No, seriously. Look around, find a fat guy. Coconut oil. I'm just gonna say that. But also too, the ladies that have like big boobs, where are the big boob ladies at? Do you guys put powder under your titties in the summertime? You get like that powder butter shit? And by the end of the day, you got like a pasty powder butter? Do y'all taste it? I'm just, you know, some people have weird habits. I'm just wondering, you know, if anybody was going to be honest tonight. I guess no one does anything. Everyone's perfect in this room tonight. Right? No one eats titty butter. I know some of you guys do. Oh, and you know, everyone eats ash like groceries, right? Isn't that the thing now? Guys, are you guys eating ass like groceries? No. Okay, so I think you're lying. You're a liar. So listen to this. I figure this. You can trick him. If he doesn't act like he wants to eat that ass when he goes down on you, just shove your ass forward a little bit. He eating that ass. He don't even know it. Trick his ass.
So I've been seeing Danny for a couple of weeks now. I feel like they just brought me up as an example of all of your jokes. If any of you guys know where I can get some coconut oil in the market. I love bread, guys. Love it. That's why I'm so sick of this gluten-free nonsense, this gluten-free garbage. Done with it. I'm gonna go gluten positive. I'm gonna open a restaurant called Rootin' for Gluten or something. I don't know. Right? Or like a Hooters type restaurant called like Get Your Glued On. It's just a bunch of waitresses with fat asses, you know? It's all about bread, right? Their slogan's like, come on down and grab some buns. Get your glued on. Gluten. The end. Cool. All right. Guys, I didn't want to wear this dumb sweater tonight. I didn't want to wear it. Had another shirt picked out. It was this really nice tie-dyed shirt. I couldn't wear it though because it got a stain on it that was so bad that it mattered. Yeah. That's where I'm at in my life, guys. And I know what you're thinking, tie-dyed shirt. This guy probably smokes that marijuana. Does some of those drugs. He gets on that jazz cigarettes, whatever you guys are doing, you know? Not me, guys, not for me. I don't do the wake and bake, right? I don't do the puff puff pass. For me, it's more like wake and bacon. Yeah? Like puff puff pastry. That's what I'm down with. I feel like I get more use out of a medical marinara card at this point, guys. I think that's where I'm at, guys. Seriously, the last time I used weed was in a sentence. It was, "We'd better not smoke this marijuana." Stop it. You kids. Gotta have goals, guys, right? Gotta have goals out there? Feel like it's nice to set a goal that's attainable. So I've set my own. I'm going to start shooting for rock bottom. Good place to start, right? You know, good place to start. Thought I knew where rock bottom was for a long time. Thought it was sweatpants in public. Turns out that's not the case. Bunch of 20-year-old girls found out you just have to put juicy on the ass. Good to go. I tried it myself. Turns out it's supposed to say juicy. My mistake. Coconut oil goes everywhere, guys. Everywhere. It wasn't rock bottom, though. It wasn't rock bottom. The other day, I used one. You know those big, oversized chocolate chip cookies? You know? I used one of those as a plate. For a smaller cookie. I had to have the other hand open for my Diet Coke, guys. I'm not a monster. Not a monster. That wasn't rock bottom. That wasn't it, guys. What I finally figured out, realized, the other day I was at the gas station, very cold outside, still the middle of winter. You know, I'm in a big hurry, so I stop at the gas station, trying to get a quick snack, cover all the food groups. Went for the jelly donut. It's got all the food groups. Jelly, powder, all of them. And so I'm eating this jelly donut, trying to get back into my car, right? I'm fumbling with the keys and the donut. And I'm like, all right, so I just set the donut on the roof of the car. I get into the car, and in my haste, I drive off, leaving the donut on the roof, back out of the spot, and then the donut tumbles down the windshield, right? Leaves behind the end of the movie in Tony Montana's living room. It's just white powder and red. Only 3 of you have seen the movie. Cool. So quick thinking, right? I'll just flip on the windshield wipers. Yeah. I invented pink paste, so that's not going to do, right? But as luck would have it, right there at the gas station, got the car wash, right? Drive through the car wash, no problem. In a big hurry. Again, big hurry, guys. Don't have time to wait for those blow dryers at the end, you know? Just drive right on through. Middle of winter, very cold. By the time I get back to my house, my car is frozen solid, and I'm trapped inside. So here's the thought, right? I'll drive into the garage, shut the door, let the car run for a while.
Oh my God.
I'll be out in no time, guys.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was the thought, right? It started to get a little foggy after 3 or 4 minutes, you know? And then I had the thought, well, I guess I better write my family a note, let them know this wasn't their fault.
Oh my God.
There was this donut. And that was it, guys. That was rock bottom. Yeah. I found it. I accomplished one of my goals that day. All for that 3 claps. That's great. You know, that's fine. Hey. I don't need it, but I'll take it. That's where I'm at right now, guys.
You're funny.
Thank you. Now,
You are. We like you. We love you.
if any of you question that, you talk to those 2 people that I don't know, right? I don't know them. Yeah, guys. When you're shaped like this, right, you got some decisions you got to make with your life, right? You can either decide to do something about it, get active, deal with things, or just kind of give up, you know, let it go, see where we're at. But, right, when I was trying to decide to do that, I had some motivation. I was going to go through some things and try to figure this out. I went online to try to get some help with that. Went to the internet. That was a bad idea. Don't recommend doing that for anything. Let me give you an example. The internet's done bad things to good people for a long time. Like the other day, I was at work, and an old man said to me, "Young man, I don't like what you're saying. I'm about to take you to Fist City," which I'm pretty sure means something different to him than it does to me now. Thanks to the internet, right? Don't look it up. Or do. I don't know. I don't know where you guys are at. When I was on there, though, I was trying to fix this problem, and I found this Twitter group called Tweet What You Eat, so I signed up. Yeah, had to quit because I couldn't fit everything into 140 characters. Hashtag depressing. Right? Jokes, guys. Jokes. All of them. All of them are jokes, guys. So right, I'm on there, right, I'm poking around on the internet trying to help with this, and I found this thing called your BMI. Yeah, I don't know if somebody's familiar with it. It's awful, right, your BMI? I don't know if you guys know what it is. Sort of lets you know how you're supposed to be shaped based on how tall you are, right? Turns out somebody at my height should be somewhere between 125 and 150 pounds, which at this point in my life, guys, it's just not going to happen. It's going to require things like exercise. I feel like exercise is so far outside of what I can do with my life that I wasn't even sure how to spell it when I wrote this joke. It's like a weird C floating around in there somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what it is, guys. Yeah. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the 5-second rule, right? Yep. Yeah, that doesn't apply to me. What does apply is the 50-cent rule. That means if I drop anything less than 50 cents on the ground, it's just going to stay there. It's just not worth it. Like, I feel like I'd be more likely to pay you $1 to pick it up for me at this point. That's where we're at, guys. Yeah. What I did find out, though, based on the BMI scale, somebody at my weight should be about 9.5 feet tall. So, I've been working on that, you know. Yeah, gotta have goals, right? I've been doing things to get taller lately. I've been watching basketball. I don't know. I've been looking at trees. Trying to learn from example. I guess, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I've been snorting Extends. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Just makes your nose bigger, right? That was a lie. Nose. No? Cool. All right. Cool. Guys, you want to hear a joke my wife hates?
Yes.
Yeah. They say, if you love something, set it free. Apparently, my ass loves farts. Right? Yeah, my wife hates that joke. And I know this because I told her that joke and she goes, that joke is stupid. All right, fair enough. Everybody's got their opinion, right? Let's workshop it though, right? What if I change it up a little? I can't let a good joke die, guys, right? What if my ass loves gas? That's even more stupid, right? See, my wife really doesn't sound like an effeminate gay man, but that's the only other voice I can do, you know? Aside from a strip club DJ, and that'd make the joke way different, right? It'd be like, what if my ass loves gas? That didn't work at all, but you know what does work? Amber, she works hard for her money. Yeah. She also hated that joke. So. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a good night, guys.
But like Brian said, I am from Muskegon, and I was adopted with my older aunt and uncle, so that makes me like the Fresh Prince of Muskegon. Let's be honest, I'm more like Carlton. I'm not doing the fucking dance. Fuck y'all. Fuck that. Fuck that. Shit. I wanna die. Fuck y'all. I like this crowd. But it's like I didn't have it as good as Will. Like he got adopted and went to Bel Air. I got adopted and went like down the street. I was still in Muskegon. You know what I'm saying? The dudes that was up to no good was still in my neighborhood. I know we can still kick your ass with Carlo. I know Ice Pick. We didn't think this out well as a family. I'm still here. You still playing b-ball outside of school? No? Okay. It's awful, man. I did, man. I had old ass parents growing up. Anybody else have old parents growing up? Woo! That's the right response. That's it. It's awful, man. They raised me to be like a young old dude. Like my favorite candy's peanut brittle. All my friends get checks for $5 on their birthday. You know how much it sucks like having to go to bed at the same time your parents go to bed? It's like 8 o'clock in the summertime. They're like, it's time for bed, little buddy. I'm like, man, fucking Matlock is still on. The sun's not in bed, why do I have to be? That's all I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. It sucks. And I was like a little nerdy kid, go figure. And I like didn't know insults growing up. So I didn't know insults like, you know how hard it is to cuss a girl out, you call her a hussy? She thinks it's a compliment. She's like, ooh, girl, he called me a hussy. That's a honey that hustle. I'm like, no, the fuck it ain't. Trying to call you a slut. Man, for real, I was a nerd though. I was a nerd, and I didn't know how to insult people. So one day I was getting bullied by this kid at school. He was a freshman, you know, whatever. I was a senior, no big deal. Big deal. But I was the only black kid at an all-white school. Once again, go figure. I'm just saying. So I never had to like defend myself, but this is like a real black dude from like the hood. And he was making fun of me like, man, Ricardo, look at your car. Look at your car. Your big ass drive a micro machine. I'm like, God damn. Now, I had to defend myself, guys. You ever said something you wish you could take back as soon as you say it? You're like, God damn it. So growing up, I had old parents, so I watched a lot of old shows. I watched a lot of Nick at Night growing up, and he had me back into the corner, so I couldn't think of anything on my feet. So all I could think of to say was, well, you know what, buddy? Up your nose with a rubber hose. God damn it! I go, my friend, did I say up your nose with a rubber hose? Yeah, you did. I said it out loud? Did I dream that or was it real? Did it happen? That shit happen? Fuck. That's not the only time in my life I've just blurted things out. I'm gonna leave y'all with this before I go. Guys, I'm not good at dating because I don't have swag. I don't. I'll admit that. But my cousin got all the swag I was supposed to get in the family. I call him Smooth A. And one time me and Smooth A were in Kalamazoo. And these 3 girls walking in, just like y'all. I mean, ridiculously good looking. And Smooth A's like, I'm gonna go get one, cuz. I'm like, oh shit. All right then, cuz, go get one. He's like, all right. This is exactly what he says. I'm gonna use you for an example. He walks across the room and he says, I just wanna let you know, I see you from across the room, and I see you doing you. That's it. That's all he said. What? He basically walked over and was like, I see you, peekaboo, and she was like, oh shit. So he comes back, girl in tow. And he was like, Rick, go get her friend, she's waiting. I'm like, oh, me? I put this outfit together and I tried. But I don't have swag, but I'm big into human reaction. So if I say this, a normal person's gonna respond like this, right? Right. So I'm like, say your name, ask for her name, that's gonna get the conversation started. So I'm walking across and I'm like, say your name, ask for her name, say your name. Now, the closer I got to her, the better looking she got. The better looking she got, the more nervous I got. The more nervous I get, the nerdier I get. So I'm like, say your name, ask her name. Now when I got over there, y'all, what I wanted to say and what I did say are 2 very different things. Yeah. I got up to her and I said, Power Rangers, God damn it! My cousin, did I just say Power Rangers? Yeah, bro, you did. God damn it. I didn't say it was an original, Dino Furies. Well, she doesn't like the Green Ranger. I like the White Ranger. It might not even work out. But thank you guys. That's been my time. I'm Ricardo Winston. I'm out.